everyone. I am going to make some savory walnuts in our electric pop and stir. So if you haven't seen the electric pop and stir, I wanted to share with you. It is an amazing tool to make popcorn, to make flavored nuts, walnuts, pecans, cashews, oyster crackers, anything like Chex Mix, anything like that. So let's talk about the electric pop and stir real quick, and then we'll get started. So the cord is hidden, so it's wrapped up underneath here. So I'm just going to unwrap it here. It's kind of hard to do when I can't see where I'm at. There we go. So that's the really nice feature about it, because the cord is hidden, so you don't have to worry about trying to wrap the cord around anything, and it's caught. There we go. Okay. So got the cord out, finally. You have your switch here, and you have nuts on this side, off in the center, and then pop in on the other side. It comes just like this, but what's really nice about it is when the cord is wrapped up, it stores like this. So you don't have to worry about the dome lid on top or anything. So I'm going to take this apart and show you everything on it. So this is the heating element in here. This is your tray, and the tray just pops on there. It has the spinner on here. The top, we're not going to use it for the savory nuts, but what's really nice about it is it duals as your bowl. So when you're done with your popcorn, you can actually just tip it upside down and dump it into your bowl. When you're doing the popcorn, you take the lid off, and you can put butter up here for different flavoring for your butter, for your popcorn. And then this actually goes back on, but you can use it as a tray while you're doing that, but it goes back on, and that way you can use this as a bowl. So I'm going to set this aside because we don't need it for the nuts. You do get a handy little easy instruction booklet with it. It tells you the exact measurements to use. So for nuts, let me plug it in. Get my drop cord here. Okay. So when you are making nuts, you're going to use 1 cup of nuts. You don't want to use any more than 1 cup. So we're going to put the nuts in here, just kind of sprinkle them out in here. And we are going to use, you do it in the order that's in there. 1/2 cup of sugar. So I have it in our measure all cup. Just going to toss my sugar in here. And we are going to use 2 tablespoons of water, which this is our stainless steel scoop. It is a 3 tablespoon, but there are lines on the inside to tell you where there's 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. So we are going to do 2 tablespoons of water and just kind of sprinkle it around in there. And then we are going to use our Savory Maple seasoning. This is like one of my favorites. And the reason I'm using this is I'm making a pumpkin and maple trifle for Thanksgiving. So this is one of I need maple walnuts. So this is my this is my 1/2 teaspoon, and we want to use 1 1/2 teaspoons. So I'm going to do 3 of these in here. And it doesn't matter if you get it all spread around, it's going to spread on its own. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it to the nuts. And it's going to start spinning, and I'm going to tip it up just so you can see a little bit. So it's going to start spinning, and you can use a spatula to kind of make sure that it doesn't get up on the sides or anything. And because what it's doing is it's heating that up, and it's coating those walnuts with the savory maple and the sugar. So once the water and the sugar dissolves the sugar dissolves in the savory maple in the water, it'll go a little bit smoother. It's going to take about 8 minutes for it to get all done. And you want it to let it go until it gets a sandy texture inside the bowl. So I've also got one of our bar pans with some parchment paper because we're going to toss it on there to let it dry. So I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to lift up the tray. You want to be careful so you don't touch the metal, but the tray is, the edges are plastic. So Um, put that right there, and I'm just going to spread these out so they can cool down and dry up a little bit. But as you can see, I have some nice mapled walnuts. So I hope you guys enjoyed.